Hi everybody, thanks for watching the channel. Today I had some extra time on my hands and certain people are out of the house, so there's more stuff that I can do, some more videos I can post. So I thought now would be a good time because I posted a bunch of videos that were just random, like stuff. I'm not sure what I wanted to do with the channel, but I'm really into photography and video and stuff like that, so I want to do something. So I figured what I could do is sort of do a YouTube channel on raw foods, because raw foods is something that I am particularly into right now and have been for the last almost 3 years actually, so a pretty long time. So I'll give you a background story of who I am, what I do, and why and how I got into raw foods. Anyways, so I'm 33 right now, so I would have gotten into it right around when I was 30, maybe 29, something like that. But anyways, it's been a interesting journey because there's a lot of stuff that I went through, different foods and different practices and different thoughts and different mindsets and physical changes and stuff like that. So I guess I first got into it because I was having a lot of headaches, like pretty bad. And I remember at one point it got so bad that I went to the hospital and they did a CAT scan on me and took blood and all this kind of stuff, and nothing really happened after that. So basically I was told by the doc, do you have any mental issues? Or psychological problems, and I'm sitting there thinking, yeah, this is giving me the psychological problems, right? But anyway, so I guess at that point I lost, not that I lost hope, but I knew I had to do something on my own, and there was no way that it was going to continue, because it got really bad to a point where I had all this pressure in my head and in my sinus cavities, and so failing, the doctors and stuff, I kind of thought, well, I'm going to eliminate a lot of the junk that I'm eating. And I didn't really eat unhealthy, but compared to how I'm eating now, it was very unhealthy. So I've always loved fruits and vegetables. I was like the salad eater of the house. I would always eat the most salad and, fruit and stuff like that. So from a very early childhood, I gotta ask my mom about this when I was really young, but from as far as I can remember back, I always liked the fruits, vegetables, fresh stuff. Anyways, so that led into that, and I cut out, coffee and teas and junk foods, and I was starting to feel better, and I'm pretty good at sticking, well, not always, but I'm pretty good at sticking to my guns when I have a mindset. So I had a mindset of nothing's working, what am I going to do? So I cut that stuff out, and I can't remember if I felt an immediate, change, but I must have felt something, because after that it was stop drinking the milk, stop eating the meats. But that didn't happen until after the first year. So this is over a really long, a pretty long time span. Start, eat healthier, don't eat the junk foods, and that turned into 6 months later, let's say, stopping to drink the milk, and then 6 months later it kind of turned into stop eating the meats, and that took about a whole year. So during that whole year was my beginning experience with it, and in the second year, which I call, which I call my highlight, my climax year, I pretty much went completely 100% raw vegan, and I was drinking 2 liters of 2 to 3 liters of green juice a day, fruits, salads, a lot of salads and juices, and it was it was pretty regimented, and it was summertime, and I lost a ton of weight, and I was never really I was never a fat guy. I was just a normal average guy that had no muscle and no tone, like an average office working person. didn't really have any, you know, I don't know, didn't really do any sports, didn't do any of that stuff. So I'm just trying to think. So, you know, bear with me here. I'm trying to think in the course of events when I really look back. And okay, so, sorry, I gotta recompose here. So the highlight year, I was doing a lot of juicing, I was doing a lot of salads, and I felt the best I've ever felt in my entire life. I was biking, I was running, I was exercising, I was doing all sorts of shit. But I lost a lot of weight. I think when I started, at my heaviest, I was 160, right? And at my lightest, I don't really weigh myself. I wasn't weighing myself during all this. I didn't care about the weight. I was like 127, which was pretty light. And right now, I'm about almost the same weight. I'm about 130 right now, somewhere around there. The weight never concerned me. I'm a small guy. I'm a pretty small guy. I'm only like 5'8", 5'9", but I have really, you know, small bone structure, like, you know, pretty small bone structure, things like that. So I was never supposed to be heavy. I knew that. But from 160 to, you know, let's say 130, that's 30 pounds. You know, you feel lighter, you want to do more, you want to be more active, you want to keep eating that way. So second year was epic, it was great. At one point I had like a nirvanic experience, which I can get into later. It was it was just, I don't know, it was really weird. But it lasted a few seconds, maybe 10 to 30 seconds. That was kind of nuts. So then what happened was, because I live in the north, Canada, not northern Canada, just in the north, which is Canada. You know, fall came on that year, and I kind of broke down a little bit. I started reading and listening to different things and figuring, okay, you know what, I am a little bit light, maybe I should gain some weight, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. So I started, you know, back into eating, you know, the meats, eggs, stuff like that. Slowly, you know, I started back on that track, so I didn't just go like, oh, okay, I'm gonna stop, this is all crap, this doesn't work, or whatever. I don't even know why it happened. I mean, I think I know why it happened, but slowly started getting back to my old routine, and slowly I started feeling worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Until I remember one day I was working and I had to go to a site, so I was driving up there, and I had felt that headache, kind of like that headache that I used to get. And I was like, okay, as soon as I felt that, it was like, full stop, screw this. This didn't happen ever when I was eating raw foods and juicing. Never, ever, ever. Not one day did it happen. So I went back on I tried to get back on the routine. It took me a lot longer to get back, and now I'm, you know, mostly back. You know, the hardest thing for me is to keep on weight. It just flies off me. And, you know, I am biking, I am, you know, working out, exercising, but also I am eating a lot. But of course I'm eating raw food, so right. You know, I am, I guess, in a sense, doing some caloric restriction. You know, because it's really difficult to get calories out of whole fruits and vegetables. I mean, you gotta eat tons of them. I mean, you can watch Durian Rider's channel and you can see what that guy eats. That's just impossible. Not impossible, but that's just really difficult for me to sustain. Not money-wise, but just, you know, I gotta go shopping every day, but I gotta work, and I gotta come home, and I gotta do this and that. Like, it's really, really, really tough, but I'm trying my best. I'm starting to incorporate a lot more smoothies into the diet, like, you know, 3-4 bananas, a mango, you know, some coconut fat a little bit, you know, some dates. So, you know, I'm trying to get close to like 500 to 800 calories in a smoothie. I know Durian Riders can do like 2,000 calories, but anyways, so I'm trying to do that. So that's where I am now, and the summers is just around the corner, and we're having really good weather. So that's about it. That's the background, and that's the story so far. Maybe if I keep doing these videos, I can keep digging deeper and you guys can find out some more stuff. But anyways, that's it for now. I probably already went on for too long. Thanks for watching. See you later.